Treat Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the Flamin' Hot Grilled Cheese Burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
How's your day going?
It's going good. Thank you. Yes.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
Bronco Nation, when I score, Jackson pours. Each game I score a touchdown, head to Jackson's on Monday for a 49-cent fountain drink with Let's Go rewards. And don't forget your free banana, Jackson's. Let's go.
It's the all-wheel drive event at Lithia Ford of Boise. From hunting trips to ski trips to trips to Grandma's house. Nobody does AWD like LFB. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
Welcome to the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show from Bronco Nation News. Game time is approaching, and we're getting you ready with the latest pregame news, interviews, analysis, and more from BNN. BNN broadcasts come from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, made with real iced tea and real vodka. It's refreshingly smooth and easy to drink. Crack open a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. For prediction or comment, let us know in the ICCU YouTube chat or leave us a message on the Signature Roofing voice box at speakpipe.com/BNN. The BNN pregame show is presented by Lithia Ford of Boise. Lithia Ford of Boise is a proud sponsor of Boise State Athletics and proud to support our student athletes through exciting NIL partnerships. From the blue turf to wherever life takes you, Lithia Ford of Boise is here to get you there. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho. The title sponsor of Bronco Nation News is rowpaint.com, the official paint and coatings company of Boise State Athletics. For all your painting needs, check out rowpaint.com. Broadcasting from the Sun Cruiser Studios, here's BJ Rains with the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show on Bronco Nation News.
Well, for the first time in 22 days, good evening, Bronco Nation from the X. The Broncos back in ExtraMile Arena for the first time in more than 3 weeks as they look to avoid a potential trap game here tonight against the Duquesne, the Duquesne Dukes here at ExtraMile Arena. My name is BJ Rains. Good to be back with my friend Abe Jackson, man. It's been a little while. Didn't get a chance to make the trip to Butler. Obviously, you were there calling that game solo. We'll get into that, but good to see you, my friend. And again, 22 days, they're now back. I know the fans are fired up after that win against Butler.
Yeah, that was a big win. I mean, it was a big-time environment, packed house, and a pretty historic place for college basketball. And
And the Broncos, they got it done. And again, what we're seeing all year is pretty much them getting it done on defense. The offense hasn't quite clicked yet, but the defense really showed up in Butler.
Hopefully you can hear us okay, see us okay. Let us know if there's any issues. I see Mr. Carmichael making his way into the arena. A lot of the players' families and stuff are here. So always enjoy being back at the X. And like I said, Dave, it's been a while, but there's something about playing in this place, and hopefully they can feed off the crowd tonight and keep this momentum rolling.
Yeah, and you always want to play at home, and the Broncos seem to have been on the road for a long time. I mean, after the game in Reno in a couple games from now, it'll be 6 out of 7 games that the Broncos have played outside of this arena. So kind of a weird stretch, but they played pretty well. They played well at Butler. They weathered a big run from Butler at the beginning of that second half, and they didn't fold. And then the defense just held the Bulldogs in check. Field goals that didn't matter from Butler. The Broncos held them to no field goals for over 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow, yeah, let's talk more about that game, Abe, because coming off I don't even know if rough trip to Maui is even fair. You lost 2 games, but you played 2 really good teams. You saw some encouraging signs, but couldn't really get it done. You leave there 1-2 with the win over Chaminade. You have 9 days to kind of think about that and get your legs right. We saw a lot of teams, USC, NC State, play a midweek game, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Boise State elected to just have the extra break, the longer practice time to try to acclimate themselves, and came out there. And aside from that early stretch to start the second half where it looked like, oh, man, Butler's going to, they came and does Boise State have a counterpunch in them? And they did, and they had a huge boost in the second half there. But I thought for, 35 minutes of that game, Boise State was, right with them and the better team, and just a massive win to add to that resume.
It was, and the first true road game before conference starts. I mean, the next time you're not in this building, it's going to be at a neutral site against St. Mary. So before conference starts, you had one true road game against a highly ranked Butler team, and you beat them pretty handily at the end. I mean, they made a couple field goals, but, I mean, it was double digits at the end, and they just played really well. I like how they played. They did not shoot the ball well. Now, they shot 41%, but that's kind of what this team's doing. I mean, we thought this team was going to be high-octane offense with the guys coming back who could score, the new guys who transferred in who can also score. But turns out offense isn't quite there yet, but the defense, I think, is way ahead of where you would expect it to be with all these new guys.
Yeah, they were top 20 after that game at Ken Palm in defensive efficiency already. 19th they were at one point. I'll check here momentarily. But to out-rebound them by 14 as well in that game.
Butler was out-rebounding their opponents by 13 coming in. And then the Broncos out-rebound them by 14. I mean, that was a big effort.
By 12 in the second half alone. That was obviously a massive. They are number 7 in the country, by the way, in defensive rebounding. 25th overall in defense. And I know you love the numbers and stuff, Abe. We've talked about it. Top 30, you're going to be in a good spot at the end of the year. Number 25 right now. And they held, Finley Bizjack. He was well below his average. Didn't hit a 3 in that game. And they always say defense and effort, travels. Rebounding and defense will travel. And it certainly did in that game.
It really did. And there's a couple plays that really stood out in my mind that just really epitomized that game against Butler. And the first one, not really a play, but just what R.J. Keene did to Finley Bizjack, right? He was averaging 19 points coming in. He almost had 30 against Eastern Michigan that they played before Boise State. He had 30 against Boise State in the Crown last April, and he just barely did anything offensively. He had a couple buckets toward the end of the game that really didn't matter. And then the one possession that really summed it up. Michael Ajayi, who's one of the better overall players stat-wise in the country, was trying to take Javen Buchanan one-on-one from the three-point line, bodied him up, got pretty physical, ended up stopping him, got the steal, got it ahead to Carmichael on a fast break who got a bucket. I mean, that right there just kind of encapsulated that entire game where the offense came from a great defensive possession.
He's Abe Jackson. My name is BJ Rains. This is Bronco Nation News. This is the Lithia Florida Boise pregame show, getting you set for Boise State Duquesne. You'll be live in about 20 minutes with Bob Beeler over on 670 KBOI. And Abe, we're talking about the Butler game, which you called solo over there due to the football championship game. And Bob and I weren't able to make it over there. But I thought a couple other big plays in the second half were some set plays that Tim Duryea orchestrated. One for sure was out of a timeout. They both might have been. They got a feed baseline after they set a pick coming off a timeout and got a layup for our man Dom Parolin, who I want to ask you about in a minute. And then I think a pick and roll with Keene at the top of the key, and Parolin got another easy layup. I mean, I thought that in some big key spots when they really needed buckets, I thought the offense came through with some big plays.
Yeah, big thing with the offense in the second half was slip screens and then also backdoor cuts. And I asked Coach Rice about that in the post-game interview about those backdoors and the slip screens, and he said we just saw how Butler was playing our guard handoffs, and they were kind of cheating that handoff to get to the ball quicker. And so when you see that happening, you just stop and you go the other direction, and it's a backdoor. 2 layups off of backdoors, 2 layups off of the setting the screen, and then just slip into the hoop from your big guys. And you wanted to bring up Dom Perlin, by far his best game as a Bronco. He played some awesome defense inside, going vertical and not fouling, and he hit his shots at the hoop, which he struggled a little bit doing this year.
Yeah, I was a little critical of him at times this season. I thought he was, for lack of a better term, taking up space out there. Wasn't really hurting you, but wasn't really providing a whole lot. And in that game, 10 rebounds, 8 points, and I thought every one of his buckets was a huge one.
It was. They were huge. And a play that sticks out in my mind, kind of like the defensive play from Javen, was there was a drive baseline by Ajayi, and Perlin just went straight up and took it right in the chest. And he's a big body guy. He's not going to get knocked off of his spot. Went straight up, challenged. Boise State got the ball and ended up with a bucket on the other end. So another time that defense led to some offense.
Now, I know Mr. Buchanan's watching. He says they were there, too. We saw you all over the True TV broadcast there, Mr. Buchanan. They showed him on TV there, and that was sounded like a pretty decent Bronco contingent there.
Oh, yeah.
And pretty cool for Javen Buchanan.
It was. I mean, they got all the family and friends together for Buchanan after the game, and I don't know, maybe 30 or 45. They got them all lined up. It looked like one of the choirs that sing the national anthem before the games that are out there. A bunch of guys there, a bunch of friends and family to see him. It was fantastic.
I got 2 free tickets that somebody just gave me, by the way, and they're like courtside second row. If you are not coming to the game tonight, and if you'll come make some noise and have a good time, and you're a paid BNN subscriber, just anybody, I guess. I don't know. I got 2 free tickets. I'll give them away. Somebody just gave them to me. Let us know in the chat if you can make it down here in 45 minutes by tip-off, and we'll try to see if we can help you out and get you 2 courtside tickets for tonight's game. But what else? I mean, I know Dylan Andrews was 4 of 19 from the field, but he got to the foul. He keeps continuing to get to the foul line. Didn't turn the ball over. What do you make of what Dylan Andrews did in that game, what he continues to do?
Well, if you're not shooting the ball well and you're a guy who they rely on offense, you have to find another way to affect the game offensively, and that's getting to the free throw line. He did a great job of that, and he knocked down his free throws as well. I mean, other than really Fielder and Meadow, no one has really shot the ball consistently well. Those 2 guys are in the 50s shooting the ball, but as a team, they're shooting 44%. So you can hang your hat on defense, but I think one of these days this offense is going to click a little bit better. And I'm not saying they're going to average, 52, 55%, but I think if they can get up to that 47 to 49% shooting in a game with the defense that they play, they'll be a tough team to beat.
No doubt about it. What do you make of this kind of stretch they're on right now? You got Duquesne tonight, who's a solid mid-major A-10 team, and then obviously going to St. Mary's on Sunday. I know Kent Riddle always gives me crap on the football pregames because I always say the keys are, third down, red zone, there's the same kind of stuff every game. And I know you like to, when I bring up trap game, give me some stuff for it, but these are college kids. They know they're coming off a long road trip, big win. Another big game on Sunday. You're playing a team tonight that everyone thinks, on paper you're supposed to beat by double digits. Any potential look ahead to St. Mary's from this group tonight?
I don't think so. I think this team has already been through a game where they weren't focused, and that was the first game of the season. And so I think for that to happen at the very first game, that's something that the coaching staff and the players themselves can really look back on and be like, there's nothing that there's nobody that we need to not take serious right now. We can see what happens. So I don't think this team is going to fall into that the trap game situation. Now, are they going to play a great game? Who knows? I mean, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't with basketball, but as a trap game, I don't think this team's going to have them.
Maybe this is a better question for Sunday, Abe, but now, it's one thing to be close in those other games. I know there's no moral victories, but to finally get the one at Butler, for them to put it all together and go, okay, we are capable of pretty much beating anybody on our schedule. We can go get a top 25 type road win, a quad 1 win on the road. Like to get that under their belt now, what does that do confidence-wise? And I know they still have a long way to go for the resume and all that, even though Joe Lenardi now has them back on the bubble. But just from the psyche after being so close in Maui and couldn't get over the hump there, to get that one at Butler, what do you think that does moving forward here?
I mean, it does a lot for them. Basketball is a confidence game. You can see it when shooters get streaky and scores, start scoring a bunch of buckets. The confidence is high. You start to play better. And I think this might be the most confident that the Bronco team has been all year. And, they'll say a win or a loss, we're going to focus in and we're still confident in what we do. But there's something about going on the road into a tough environment against a team who's going to win a lot of games, I think, in Butler, and getting a solid, resounding win against that team, it has to do a lot for the confidence.
All right, tell us about the Dukes from Duquesne. Boise State projected to win by 13 at Ken Palm tonight. Duquesne comes in 143rd in the country. Played Villanova pretty tough, lost by 10. Villanova's a top 40 team, but they have lost to Northeastern and William and Mary. They are coming off a win over Stony Brook on Saturday. What do we make of Duquesne, a team that was in the NCAA tournament, I think, just 2 years ago?
Well, you can see by what you just read off there that they haven't played a very tough schedule. I mean, that's for sure. They're scoring almost 90 points a game. They're shooting the ball pretty well. But what that tells me is that they can be a real streaky team. So if you're averaging 90 or so, you could probably put up 105 if you get hot. Or if you get cold, then you can probably be down in about the high 60s. So I think you're going to see Duquesne in the 60s. I think Boise State's defense is going to show up again. RJ Keene has become one of the best one-on-one and defenders off of screens that I can remember in a long time here at Boise State, the way that he guarded Bizjack on all those screens.
Now, they are here's a nugget for you to save for your broadcast over there with Bob. They are 31st in the country in time of average possession length, only 15.4 seconds. So they like to really push the tempo and score. And then they're also 17th in the nation in two-point percentage, shooting better than 60% from two. So the interior defense is going to be a key tonight.
Yeah, the help side is going to be a key. You might even maybe see some double teams and have them kick it out and get it out of that two-point range. But, one thing you can tell about this Boise State team is that they're going to come ready on the defensive end. Is the offense going to show up? 44% on the year, kind of a coin flip there. But I think the defense is going to show up.
All right, what are your other keys for a Boise State win tonight?
Well, I mean, it's defense, really. I think that's going to be a thing that we talk about the whole season is the defense for this team. Unless the offense kind of comes around, you got a team averaging almost 90 points in Duquesne. You can't give up 90 points. This Boise State team cannot give up 90 points and win basketball games because they're just not scoring that many points. So the defense has to show up.
Well, Abe, we'll hear you in about 12 minutes over there with Bob Beeler, 670 KBOI, the Bronco Radio Network in Learfield. Appreciate you, and hopefully a victorious post-game chat coming up in a couple hours.
That'd be good. All right, man.
Appreciate it. Abe Jackson, appreciate him for jumping on again. Boise State getting set to take on the Duquesne Dukes coming up here in about 40 minutes from ExtraMile Arena. By the way, I have 2 courtside seats. If you already have tickets to the game, don't be that person that already has tickets but wants better seats. If you do not have tickets to the game, but you can get down here in the next 40 minutes, I've got 2 courtside seats that I can give you for tonight's game. I believe there's second row of the courtside seats on the side, those black seats on the side across from the visitors bench. I believe there's second row. And if you preferably maybe bring a child, a son or daughter down with you and have some, that'd be great and preferred. But if you got a husband and wife or a girlfriend, whatever, and you can get down there in the next 40 minutes, I got 2 courtside seats that somebody just gave me for tonight's game. So if you can make it down here, let me know in the next 40 minutes, and you get 2 courtside seats for free from our man Bob Berry, great BNN supporter. We appreciate Bob Berry for his support of BNN, and he texted me saying he can't make it to the game tonight. So if anybody is within 15, 20-minute drive, you got 40 minutes on the clock. If you can get here in 40 minutes, 2 courtside seats. I think they even serve food to you while you're sitting there. You don't even have to get out of your seat. You can just get food, drink, ordered right there at your seat, second row. So yeah, if you can make it over here. Well, Jake, we're gonna keep you on standby here for a couple of quick minutes. If we can get a parent and a kid, if we can get a father, son, maybe a daughter and a mom, daughter and dad, if we can get 2 folks that want to come down here and use 2 courtside seats. If you're not already coming to the game, I got 2 courtside seats for you, courtesy of a big BNN supporter, Bob Berry. If you got 40 minutes, so let us know. But if I'm going to give you about 2 more minutes here, and then I'm going to give them to Jake here so he has time to get down. But let's see if somebody wants these 2 courtside seats, second row in the black cush cane bench, second row. We got a couple seats, and we'll give those. Let us know. We are broadcasting from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sun Cruiser, let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser. Again, our month of December promo. Take a picture of yourself, your family, whoever else drinking Sun Cruisers. Send us a tweet, send us an Instagram, send us a Facebook. show us yourself drinking a Sun Cruiser. And Chad, maybe you need to go hurry up and take a picture and send it to me. Tweet at me, Instagram us, take a picture having a Sun Cruiser and send it to us. And we will be able to put your name in a raffle. We're going to have some sort of raffle here coming up at the end of December for some items from Sun Cruiser. So if you're having a Sun Cruiser like Chad, take a picture, send it to us, send it to me, send it to BNN. Let us show Sun Cruiser their advertising is working. I highly recommend it. They have the vodka iced teas and also just the vodka lemonades. Low alcohol content, non-carbonated, low carb, low calorie. It's delicious. Jake, I'm just going to give it to you, buddy. Let me know your email right here. Maybe why don't you send me, and I got to see if I can do this on the fly here. Send me an email address and or actually a cell phone number maybe. Hold on, Brandon. Let's see here. Now we got I feel bad, Brandon, but I just told Jake that he could have him with his girlfriend. So you're about 30 seconds too late, Brandon. I apologize for that. I wish I had more that I could send you guys both. But I'll tell you what, Brandon, another home game, I'll buy you 2 tickets. How about that? If you'll bring your 10-year-old, Brandon, send me an email, rains@bronconationnews.com, and I'll just buy you 2 tickets for a game. May not be courtside, but I want to make sure you and your son get to come to a game. So, Brandon, send me an email, rains@bronconationnews.com, and I will hook you and your son up with a ticket here at some point for a home game. All right, so I'm doing this on the fly here, and I apologize. I got Jake, I need an email from you, bud. Send me an email, Jake. Put your email in the chat here. And I apologize. This is really bad radio right here, guys. But I'm going to try to send these really bad show. I want to send these tickets before it gets too late. But, Jake, get your email here in the chat, and we'll give them to you. Hey, I know you guys are big supporters. I apologize, but you already have tickets for tonight. We'll try to hook you up at some point as well. But the goal here is to get some folks in the arena that are not already coming. And I'm going to see what we can do with these tickets here. I'm going to transfer both of these. Jake, I need an email, man. You got about 30 seconds here. Send me an email, and I'm going to get you these tickets. And then I need to get back to the show here, man. So let's get this over with here. We can send these. Give me a name, Jake, and an email, if you don't mind putting it in the chat, or I guess you could email me real quick at rains@bronconationnews.com, and we'll see if we can pull that up. rains@bronconationnews.com. It's on twice. I don't see it. They may not let you put an email address through the chat here, Jake. It may not be working. So how about you just email me real quick, rains@bronconationnews.com. That's RAINS@bronconationnews.com. Send me an email with your full name and your email address, and I'll send you these tickets right here. So appreciate that. And, again, I apologize to Brandon. We will get you 2 tickets for you and your son for an upcoming home game. How about that? So email me as well. We'll hook you up. So we're about 35 minutes from tip-off. Boise State and Duquesne. Going to be an interesting matchup tonight because this is a game that Boise State should win. You'd like to see him win by, 15 plus. The margin on Ken Pom is 13. Anything over 13 you're happy with tonight. And, rains@bronconationnews.com. Rains@bronconationnews.com is the website, and I'll let you know when I get it there. But looks like they're passing out. Is that crumble cookies they're passing out? They got all kinds of goodies for the students tonight. We'll see what kind of student section crowd we get. I'm not expecting a massive one. We'll see, though. Crowd coming in. First home game in 22 days. A couple of you have asked, and no, unfortunately, tonight we are not allowed to broadcast the game. The game will be on the Mountain West Network. Mountain West Network tonight, themw.com. You can watch the game on themw.com, the Mountain West Network. And we appreciate all of you that are asking. I wish we could broadcast the game myself. I don't see Kalani Sataki. They are passing out crumble cookies, though. I I would have taken one, but they didn't offer me. I'm fasting today, I guess. So we're gonna. All right, Jake, got the. Let me do this here real quick. All right, so let's take a 30-second timeout while I try to send this email. Get Jake these tickets, and we'll be right back here on the Bronco Nation News pregame show.
Get ready. Jackson's 12 Days of Giving is almost here.
Stop in each day from December 12th to the 23rd for a free item with Let's Go rewards.
They're giving everything from energy drinks and candy to jerky sticks and more. Happy holidays.
Let's go!
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
All right, we're back here. Jake, I'm going to try to send you these tickets right now. 2 courtside seats, courtesy of Bronco Nation News and a big B&N supporter, Bob Berry. I'm transferring you these tickets right now. Please let me know if you got them via email. Section P12, row B. So these are great seats. Okay, they should be sent, Jake. Hopefully you got them. Let us know. And we'll hope you enjoy the game tonight, man. But check your email here shortly, and they should go through. Yeah, what's going on up in Michigan? Got to ask our man John Wistro with the Idaho Press. Now the authorities have, I guess, arrested Sharon Moore or taken him into custody. I don't know all the details, what's going on late. But, yeah, how about that whole deal? How about that? Javen Buchanan's in a commercial, and there's his family watching the pregame show. That's pretty cool. So, yes, they do have a Mountain West Network app. You can watch the game on the Mountain West Network app. That is correct. There's a Mountain West Network app. You can watch it on there. Just download the Mountain West Network app, and you can watch Boise State Duquesne tonight. As I mentioned, Boise State up to number 25 in the defensive efficiency ratings at KenPom, number 7 in Boise State's defensive rebounding. Only 6 teams in America do a better job getting defensive rebounds than Boise State. So offensive teams only get a offensive rebound against Boise State 23.5% of the time. So more than 3 out of 4 times, Boise State gets a defensive rebound, and they are number 7 in the nation in defensive rebounding. And as I said, number 25 overall in defense. Got to get the offense going a little bit, though. Offense just 88th in the country. The Broncos 158th right now, shooting just 34% from three-point range. That's going to be a big thing for the Boise State offense, is getting the shooting going just a little bit. I mean, like a guy like Dylan Andrews, he's killing it from the free throw line, but he was 4 of 19 from the field. So got to get him going a little bit. And I'm excited to see tonight how they rebound from that huge win against Butler. You know, can they keep this momentum going, or are they kind of looking ahead to St. Mary's on Sunday? You know, I think this game's going to tell us a lot about this team. All right, Jake got the tickets. All right, accept them. Make sure you accept them. Come over and say hello, and take a picture maybe and send it to me so we can send it to our friend Bob that helped hook you up with the tickets. So have fun at the game, Jake. B. Spain saying, Peanut waking up in Maui really helped the offensive numbers. Yeah, and Eric Carmichael, his dad, is here. I saw him. So Pops is in the house tonight for Peanut Carmichael. We'll see if he can have a big game tonight. Man, those crumble cookies look really good. They're passing them out to everybody but me here. I don't know what's going on, but I guess it's probably better if I don't go for the crumble cookies. But let's see here. What's the starting 5 height? 6'10", 6'8", 6'7", 6'7", 6'3". Trying to get me to say 6'7", right? My kid's probably watching this. Pretty long by D1 standards. Well, let's take a look. How about this? The average height, and I'm not sure if this is starting lineup or just in general, but Boise State is the 22nd tallest team in America. 78.7 inches is the average height for Boise State. 78.7. 22nd in the nation. 22nd tallest team. So I can get you those numbers pretty quick, real candid trader. There you go. So 22nd tallest team in America. I wish. I got folks here trying to buy me beers, buy me crumble cookies. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you, though. Yeah. I got folks trying to give me beers here. I don't know if that's acceptable or not. What do you think, Sean? Can we have a beer on press row? I don't know what the rules are on that. If I put my press pass back in my bag or something, but I would love a beer, but we'll probably wait till post game. I think after that. So no, I don't think we're gonna. Probably not a great look on a press pass to be sitting press row having a cold one, but looks good. Sounds good. Appreciate the guy for walking by and offering me one, but don't think I can pull that off today. All right, let's take a look at the numbers here again. Give us your score predictions. Give us your where you're watching from. As always, we like to give our shout-outs. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know your score predictions. And like I said, for the month of December, send us a picture on social media of you enjoying a Sun Cruiser, and we will enter you in a raffle to win some sort of cool prize from Sun Cruiser at the end of the month. And we're going to try to show Sun Cruiser that they're smart for wanting to advertise with us, and it is delicious stuff. So we appreciate them for their support. Another thing is Boise State, guys. This is kind of a nerdy stat. Nathan Carroll probably loves this, but 2 foul participation. So this is how many fouls, how many minutes you play with 2 fouls. Boise State is 307th in the country. Only 7.2% of the time does Boise State have a player playing with 2+ fouls. So you're talking about the depth of Boise State, where they have guys that can just bring in. So A, they don't foul a lot, and B, they're able to bring in other guys where they don't have to play a lot of guys with 2 fouls. So that is a very good stat moving forward. Only 7.2% of the time Boise State has to play somebody with 2 fouls. So keep that in mind as you get into conference play. That's a really good stat for Boise State. But the Broncos, we talk about Duquesne. They are number, I think I said they were top 20 in the nation. Let's go 17th in the nation in their 2-point percentage. Duquesne makes over 61% of their 2-pointers inside the paint. They're not as good from outside the 3-point line, but they make a lot of points right there in the paint inside the 3-point line. 17th in the country at 61%. Boise State, on the other hand, they're terrible. They're 297th, only 46.9% inside the paint. So Boise State shooting less than 50%. I mean, they just in Maui missed so many layups. I think those 2 games against USC and NC State, they missed like 16 layups. Like, for whatever reason, Boise State has struggled inside the paint, inside the 3-point line. If they can get that going and start to make some of those what you would consider easier shots, that's certainly going to be a positive for Boise State moving forward here. But right now, under 47% on 2-pointers, and that is 297th in the country. And that's part of the reason why their effective field goal percentage is 249th in the country, and why their offense overall at KenPom is just 88th. Their adjusted offensive efficiency number just 88th in the country right now. So they've been doing it with defense. If they can get the offense going a little bit tonight, certainly this is going to be a game for Boise State that we'd like to see. But somebody's asking about their net ranking. I'll look that up in a minute. Maybe somebody can do that for me. Their KenPom is 143rd. 143rd is the KenPom for Duquesne. Again, that's upper half in college basketball. They're a mid-level A-10 team, quality mid-major team coming in here tonight. KenPom projects Boise State to win by 13, 80-67. 80-67 is the KenPom projection. We got 77-63. We got 82-67. Bill has a 79-57, and here come the Broncos taking the court. Late arriving crowd here. Still 25 minutes till tip-off. Not expecting this to be a massive crowd. But you know what? It's a 7 o'clock game on a Wednesday. Where's everybody at? Get in here. It's their only home game in like a month-long span. I mean, you look at the home. They haven't had a home game in 22 days, and they don't have another home game till December 20th. They go from November 18th to December 20th with one home game. Just the way the schedule worked out this way. Joey Jenkins firing up the crowd. I know everybody on the chat, big fan of Joey Jenkins firing up the crowd tonight. The in-house PA MC does all the games and things during the timeouts. I've seen a lot of positive comments in the chat about Joey, and he is testing his microphone, firing up the crowd here as the Broncos on the floor, Duquesne on the floor, 24 minutes from tip-off. And I'm not sure, if I should be saying this to kind of let you guys how you're going to feel about this or not, but our friend Mike Littlewood, the former BYU baseball coach, is one of the officials tonight. I'm just going to throw that out there and just presenting the facts, waiting for the officials to take the floor. But I've been informed that Mike Littlewood, who is, let's just say, not always loved in ExtraMile Arena. They've not turned the lights off for some reason as the teams are trying to warm up. Not sure what's going on with that, but the team's trying to warm up. The lights have gone down here at ExtraMile Arena. Both teams on the floor. There we go. The lights are back on. But Mike Littlewood, the BYU baseball coach, and I'm proud of you guys. I am proud of you guys. I'm doing my best to teach you about the officials, for you to understand that the officials are a big part of this game, a big part of college basketball. The officials really do have an impact on the game. Getting a guy a quick second foul. On the road, you want to have good officials, certainly. And two of you right away recognize the name Mike Littlewood. So he was in Colorado. He was in Fort Collins last night. I saw him doing the Colorado State game. So hopefully he got a good night's sleep. He was in Fort Collins, did the Colorado State game against Dartmouth, and then takes probably a Southwest United flight up from Denver this morning. And Mike Littlewood will be one of the officials tonight for Boise State and Duquesne. Usually the home teams conference for the bye games gets to pick these, or for the home and home. You did have Big East officials for the game at Butler. And it just means they're assigned by the conference, but they work a lot of conferences. It's not like the only conference they do. Mike Littlewood does a lot of Big Ten games now. And, it's a fact. He is the former BYU baseball coach. So he'll be the head official tonight. I was looking for him on Ken Palm to see where he ranks. Let's check out their game against Dartmouth last night. 89th at Ken Palm. He did a big game between Wright State and Green Bay on Sunday. Was in Fort Collins last night for Colorado State and Dartmouth. Waiting for the officials to take the floor here. Usually they're out on the court by now with 22 minutes until tip-off. Have not seen the officials come out yet, so we'll wait and see who the other two officials are that are with Mike Littlewood. But I guess we need confirmation that he is here. Was told that he would be, but I haven't seen him yet, so we'll see. Can I get a picture with you? I'll be at the game. Typically, it's $20. Typically, Liam, it's $20, but you know what? I'm in a good mood, so we'll go ahead and waive that. We'll go ahead and waive that tonight. So I'm in a good mood tonight. Flying to LA tomorrow. Got the free first-class upgrade. Had to use my United credit by the end of the year. No other flights coming up, so I got the first-class upgrade tomorrow down to Los Angeles. May have a beverage or two, so I'm in a good mood. And you know what? We'll waive the $20 fee. So, yes, come find me, and I'd be happy to take a photo with you there before the game. I know $20 is a steal, right? I mean, it's $30 if you want the me to point at you or pose or shake your hand. That's an extra $10. But I usually just do $20 just for the photo. But if you want the full meet and greet, it's like $30, $35. But we will. I agree. I totally agree. But we'll go ahead and waive that tonight. So anybody that does want a picture tonight, yeah. All kidding aside, no. Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm happy to take a photo with anybody, but I don't think I certainly don't deserve anybody wanting to take a photo with me. So there's certainly no charge if anybody thought I was serious there. But what are we going to get from Dom Parolin? Can we get a back-to-back Dom Parolin game? 8 rebounds. 8 points, 10 rebounds. So 18 was the over-under. All right, we got Kelly Pfeiffer. Here come the officials. There's Mike Littlewood making his way around here. I'll go ahead and take myself off the screen here so you can see Mike Littlewood. There he is, putting his bottle of water behind the basket there. I believe that's Tim Comer. We'll see. And then there's Kelly Pfeiffer, the other official. So Mike Littlewood, the trailing official there in the back, giving Jaden Buchanan a little pat on the butt there. And here are your officials. Mike Burns doing his best to go over there. And, Mike's trying to talk up Kelly Pfeiffer and Mike Littlewood a little bit there on the far right of your screen. You see Mike Burns trying to do his part to butter them up tonight. But Kelly Pfeiffer, Mike Littlewood, and I believe that's Tim Comer is the other official there. And Kelly Pfeiffer is a pretty good official too. So overall, you got a couple of solid ones there. I'm trying to see where we get Kelly Pfeiffer ranked on the list here. 32. Kelly Pfeiffer, 32. And he was in Laramie, Wyoming last night. How do you think Kelly Pfeiffer got from Laramie, Wyoming Do you drive down last night after the game and take an early flight? Do you drive down, get up early and drive down? I've made that drive numerous times. Love Laramie, Wyoming, love Sundance, Wicks, but not going to miss those 2.5-hour drives at 4 in the morning to get down to the airport to fly out. But Kelly Pfeiffer did the Wyoming-South Dakota game. But how about this? On Saturday, Iowa State, their blowout win of Purdue. Iowa State went to West Lafayette and beat Purdue at Mackey Arena by 23 points. Kelly Pfeiffer was one of your officials for Iowa State at Purdue on Saturday. So he is ranked 32nd in the nation at Ken Pom, and he made his way here. John Watts. I don't think he went horse and buggy. I'm not sure, but we always appreciate John Watts checking in. Our friends appreciate Signature Roofing for their support of BNN, and we appreciate John. Let's see here. Scale of 1 to Devon Banks. How much trouble would I get in for accidentally keeping the camera going during the game? It'd be past Devon Banks. It would be not good. You get in big trouble if you illegally stream a game that somebody else has the rights to. So, unfortunately, my bad. There's a lot of comments coming in, and I didn't get a chance to see what you're referring to there. Let's see here what we got here. So, just sent my 2 tickets. I only got 2, and I already gave them away. So. We gave them away already, if that's Bob. We already gave the tickets away. B. Spain, I guess, booing the officials. Yeah. Yep. 8 by 10 is definitely going to cost you. I don't have any more of those on me. Greg Frank, KTIK, he might have some glossies on him. I don't know. Johnny Ballgame, I don't see him here tonight yet, but no, I'm kidding. Happy to talk to anybody. You guys are the reason I have a job. You guys are the reason I'm getting paid to be here right now. So I don't think I'm worthy of a photo or worthy of someone wanting to meet me. But if anybody ever does, I try to talk to all of you and would be glad to talk to any of you guys at some point. Yes, Ken Pom does rank the officials. And I was going down a rabbit hole the other day. Why not? I'll check this here. The number 1 ranked official, Kip Kissinger, has only had 1 day off the entire season. And that was last Thursday. He worked 31 days in a row to start the season, and then he got a short break on last Thursday, and then was right back at it Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, we did the Kansas State game in Manhattan. So he's already officiated 35 games, and Boise State's played 9, I think it is, or whatever. But he's officiated 35 games already to start the season. Has had 1 day off since the season started on November 3rd. And he has bounced back and forth across the country. Was in Orlando one night, New York the next, went out to Salt Lake City the next night, back to Stillwater, Oklahoma, Normal, Illinois, Tucson, Arizona, Palm Springs, Texas, Colorado, Kansas, Iowa. I mean, the life of a college basketball official is pretty crazy. And but they're independent contractors, and they get paid by the game. So the more games they ref, the more money they make. So it is a pretty crazy schedule. But no simulcast tonight. No, I apologize. No simulcast tonight, and unable to do that tonight. They're going to have the official Mountain West Network stream going over on the Mountain West Network, and this was not one of the games that the company I have partnered with for the simulcast tonight. So no simulcast. Skyship met me at the airport a couple times. Good dude. Hopefully at the airport bar having a beverage. That's usually where you can find me. Not the biggest fan of flying, so my wife gives me crap for it, but usually stop off and have a cold one if I get there in time before the flight, before we head out. So that's probably where you met me, and hopefully I appreciate you, Sky. Always enjoy that. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely odd phrasing. I'm just going to leave that one there. But I don't think for some reason, you got to be part of the official Boise State group. I think somebody at one point made one like 5 or 6 years ago, and then they were not able to do it anymore. And so they took it down because, I mean, you can have Bob and Abe, I guess, because they're part of Boise State and the official group there, but they don't want other media members that I guess don't pay Boise State to get free advertising by the students. I don't know the rules, but somebody tried a couple years ago and they took it down. So save your money and don't make one because they're not going to let you keep it, I guess. 88-56 is Kevin Carter's projection. That'd be a nice win. Exactly where you found me at the bar. There you go, Sky. Not surprised. Let's see. Andrew Hill, Hope to meet you in Idaho Falls. Yeah, looking forward to that. That's gonna be a long day on Sunday. We're flying to Salt Lake early on Sunday morning, driving up to Idaho Falls, covering the game, and then driving the 4 hours home. So that's going to be a long day on Sunday, but looking forward to getting over there for that. So let's go Broncos. Rice is an awesome coach. Don't know why we haven't gone further in the tournament. Want to see him do good, see us do good. About time. It's deserved. Michael, I agree. And this is a big week. If you can get this win tonight and get this win on Sunday, I think overall you'd have to say I don't know. Some of you guys are going to say no chance. You lost to a Division II school. You can't call the non-conference a success. But if you go 8-3 and you got 2 top 50 wins and your one loss doesn't really hurt you in the Ken Palm, I think you can make a case that it was a successful non-con if you win the next 2 games. I don't know. If people want to say no because they lost to the Division II school, I'll take it. I get that. I understand that. But overall, I think there's still a lot of positives, and a win tonight would go a big way for that. They're getting ready for the national anthem here. We still got a little bit of time left. Boise State getting set to host Duquesne here in about 12 and a half minutes. Win on Sunday, and the at-large bid is extremely alive. No band tonight because I think they're on the road for L.A. I think they're in the buses driving to L.A., I believe. So no band tonight. But I believe they're heading to L.A. for the bowl game. So that's why you don't get the band tonight. We'll see what that does to the atmosphere in the arena, but no band tonight. Hey, let's take a quick time out and thank our sponsors. We'll be right back on Bronco Nation News. Don't go anywhere. Keep getting those score predictions in. Let us know where you're watching from. We're back in 2 minutes on Bronco Nation News.
Eat Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the Flamin' Hot Grilled Cheese Burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
How's your day going?
Going good. Thank you. Yes.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
Bronco Nation, when I score, Jackson pours. Each game I score a touchdown, head to Jackson's on Monday for a 49-cent fountain drink with Let's Go rewards. And don't forget your free banana, Jackson's. Let's go.
It's the all-wheel drive event at Lithia Ford of Boise. From hunting trips to ski trips to trips to Grandma's house. Nobody does AWD like LFB. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
Well, welcome back, ExtraMile Arena. This is the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Again, all December, take a picture of yourself, post it on social media, and tag us of you enjoying a Sun Cruiser. And we will take all of the entrants and put them into a hat at the end of the month and draw for a prize pack from Sun Cruiser at the end of the month. So You got a few weeks here, but take a picture of you enjoying a Sun Cruiser. If you've never had them, they're well worth it. You can go get them at Albertsons or Ridley's or Jackson's. Go get a Sun Cruiser. The James now sells them, and they're going to have them on Saturday. Join us. They ordered them special, and they're going to have them at Uncle Bob's Pizza. And I may just go on a buying spree and start buying Sun Cruisers. I won't be there, but I may just give Nathan Carroll my credit card and say, buy everybody some Sun Cruisers so they can test it out. But Saturday, the watch party for the LA Bowl. If you're not going to the LA Bowl, you can join the BNN crew at Uncle Bob's Pizza in Meridian. Uncle Bob's Pizza in Meridian. Awesome pizza, great spot. And they're going to have a watch party, pre-game show, post-game show, live broadcasts. They'll have the game on the big screens. They'll have the pre-game show on before the game, post-game show. And they have an arcade for the kids. So come on out to Uncle Bob's Pizza in Meridian on Saturday and watch the LA Bowl with the Bronco Nation News team. Going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Crowds filing in still. There's our man Stan Nicolason, Taco Bell. Don't forget tonight, if the Broncos get 83 points or more, every fan will receive a free taco. That's right. Next 24 hours at a Taco Bell location, you can get show your ticket for redemption of one. We want tacos. We want tacos tonight. 83 points. 83 points gets everybody a taco tonight. If you have your ticket stub, we appreciate Stan Nicolason, his support of Bronco Nation News. So it's 83 is the deal. If they get over, I'm not sure why they chose 83, but if they get over 83 points or more, 24 hours to go to a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location, show your ticket, and you get a free taco at Taco Bell. There you go. Uncle Bob's has some legit food. Yes, they do. Awesome pizza, and they're going to have pizza specials and drink specials on Saturday. Let's pack Uncle Bob's Pizza. Come out and watch the game. Live pregame show starting at 4 o'clock. They do have an arcade if you want to have your kids come hang out with you and watch the game, or bring your buddies, bring your friends. But Uncle Bob's Pizza on Saturday, that will be an exciting game, an exciting spot, and would love for you to get a chance to come and see that on Saturday for the LA Bowl, Boise State and Washington. Coming up on Saturday at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. We got about 6 minutes on the clock here, taking some final score predictions, some final shout-outs. Again, Duquesne comes in. Terrence Ginyard, 6'2 guard, averaging 17 points a game. John Hugley IV, 6'10 graduate player, 16 points, 6 rebounds out of Cleveland, Ohio. Already has 3 games this year with at least 25 points. Again, John Hugley IV, 6'10 out of Cleveland, Ohio, 16 points, 6 rebounds. Yes, they have great potato pizza. Making me want to skip the bowl game and just go to Uncle Bob's. I may have to get out there at some point here. And then don't forget about Jimmy Williams, 6'5 guard out of Ohio, 17.7 in the 3-game homestand, shot over 60% from the field. But Jimmy Williams averaging 14 a game. So they've got 3 guys averaging at least 14 points a game. I mentioned earlier in the show they've got one of the lowest time of possessions in the country. They only hang on to the ball for 15.4 seconds. That's 31st in the country. So they like to get it, and they like to get it up and shoot it pretty quickly. And they're going to push the tempo for sure. So 84-62 is Robbie's prediction. 92-75 coming there from the Buchanan family. Appreciate that. Skyship says they're going to lay it to them. 88-45. That would be Sky. That'd be quite the prediction if that happened. But is Kirby Moore going to Washington State? I know there's some Coug fans here in the house. I see one of them right there, Ryan Turner, wanting some information on that. Kirby Moore, wouldn't that be something if he ended up going to Washington State? Would be awesome for him, but there was conflicting reports whether or not it was actually him. Who knows? We'll keep an eye on that. But those are some names. Yeah, you got Terrence Ginyard, Jimmy Williams, and John Hugley IV. all averaging over 14 points a game. Believe he is. Don't know how they skip on him. No cookie, but I don't want one. I'm trying to drop a few pounds here, and I do not want the cookie. So please, if somebody's in the building or something, do not bring me one. I'm perfectly happy without the cookie here. Saw Sean Goodwin from the Idaho Statesman absolutely devouring a hot dog a short time ago. Was that free? Was that free in the back? Oh, wow. Wow, they knew who Sean Goodwin was, and they wouldn't let him pay for his bill. What is going on? That's Sean Goodwin just said they gave him his food for free. How about that? So you should have brought a couple beers back with you then if it was free. Not sure where Ballgame is, actually. Maybe he has a date tonight. Does Ballgame have a date tonight? He actually does. Oh, no way. Can somebody get a picture of Johnny Ballgame with his date? Johnny Ballgame is at the game on a date. I just got word from Greg Frank that Johnny Ballgame is on a date here at the game. I will. I'll buy you a 8-pack of Sun Cruiser. I will buy somebody some Sun Cruisers if you can get a picture of John Mallory on his date tonight here in the arena and send it to us. Send me a picture of Johnny Ballgame on his date, and I will buy you a variety pack of Sun Cruisers. We got to make this happen. Somebody let me know where he's sitting at. We got to get a picture of Johnny Ballgame on his date here. That would be hilarious. Somebody said find the Genty hat or the helmet. We'll find Johnny. Yeah, we got to. Hilarious. All right, well, we got to get off here. The broadcast starts in 2 minutes over on the Mountain West Network. Go to themw.com. Go down to live events. Download the Mountain West Network app. Boise State and Duquesne getting ready to start here in just a couple of minutes. The live stream starts over on the Mountain West Network in 2 minutes. So we appreciate all of you guys. Go subscribe, BroncoNationNews.com. We got 50% off right now. Our annual subscription is 50% off. Go subscribe, BroncoNationNews.com. Enjoy the game, everybody. And then we will be back with the post-game show about 20 minutes after the game ends. Get home, get the kids to bed. We'll do our interviews with Coach Rice and the players, and we'll fire up the post-game show. Abe Jackson and myself. Speaking of firing up, Joey Jenkins firing up the crowd right now. But flip over to the Mountain West Network, enjoy the game, and then hang out on the post-game show. We'll be back after the game with interviews, highlights, all kinds of analysis. Boise State, Duquesne, big one coming up here in just minutes. Only 1 minute on the clock. So enjoy the rest of the game, everybody, or enjoy the game. And come back and see us on the post-game show. Go subscribe, BroncoNationNews.com. Boise State, Duquesne coming up, full coverage. Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com. This has been the Lithia Ford of Boise pregame show. Get out to Lithia Ford of Boise. View their full inventory of vehicles at LithiaFordBoise.com. From the Sun Cruiser Studios, my name is BJ Rains. Enjoy the game, everybody.